Did a bit of calculations before, and in Australia, the PlayStation 5 is about $750 average. I broke it down over a 2-year period saying, okay, that's $350 per year. Now let's break it down in 52 weeks a year. Per week, that's about $7.10, for example. So, man, the PlayStation 5 is only worth $7 a week if you're using it for the next 2 years. All right. My friends, I want to talk about if a PlayStation 5 is worth it for you. A purchase that is a big purchase, it is a luxury, and I want to talk about if it's actually worth buying or not. Now, you got to depend on how much time are you going to be playing this console. Are you going to be playing on the weekends? Are you going to be playing it all the way throughout the week? Are you going to be playing Spider-Man every single day? Depending on the amount that you're using it, then it's a worthwhile purchase. Of course, like my brother, he has the PlayStation 5 digital edition, but he barely uses it. So it wasn't a great purchase for him necessarily. Planning on using your PlayStation 5 more than just like once every so often, then absolutely a PlayStation 5 is worth it for you. Now, it is a luxury item. It is like really high end in terms of its price. If you just want a PlayStation 5 for casual gaming, then getting a pre-owned PlayStation 5, not worrying too much about getting the brand new one, get yourself a pre-owned one. You can get one for a really decent price. Now, if you are gonna play this every so often, if you got a full-time job, if you got kids and stuff like that, responsibilities, then maybe a PlayStation 5 is not for you, to be fair, to be honest. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and be like, yes, a PlayStation 5 is perfect for my father, who has a full-time job and is working, full-time and has his own responsibilities and stuff like that. But for me, for example, like, this is an asset for me. Separating it from a liability to an asset, for me, it's an asset because this is part of my business, right? For me also, like, I'm a gamer. Like, I love these games. I've loved PlayStation ever since the PlayStation 2. This is my hobby. This is my job, essentially. So yes, of course, this is an asset. So we got to separate whether the PlayStation 5 is an asset or a liability necessarily. So we can look at usage time. How many times are you going to be using this? Do you use your older PlayStations? Do you use your older Xboxes every single day, for example? Or do you use it more than a couple times a week? Do you keep going back to these consoles, enjoying them? Then yeah, I would say it's 100% worth it. And I think with the PlayStation, you're going to love the exclusive games, for example. A lot of them you can play with the PlayStation 4. You don't have to jump straight to the PlayStation 5, but it's nice to jump to the PlayStation 5 even now. I think they're sort of slowly phasing out that PlayStation 4 and last gen sort of range, and they're bringing out mainly PlayStation 5 stuff. For example, Stellar Blade, man, that's a good game. Helldivers, I believe cross-compatible game, but it's still awesome next-gen game come out this year. For example, last year we got Spider-Man 2 late last year, and it was just incredible. One of my favorite games, one of my top favorite games, and it's the reason why I bought the console in the first place. I really wanted to just swing around New York City, and let me tell you, that game is so much fun. You'll have an absolute blast with that game. So you got to also look at the game list. Like, is this game list gonna suit my needs? So for me, Spider-Man absolutely suits my needs. God of War Ragnarok absolutely suits my needs. Ghost of Tsushima suits my needs. Red Dead Redemption 2 suits my needs, but that is a cross-compatible game. Just looking at the exclusives for the console also will help you decide which one is best for you as well. Now, which one should you go for? Now, this is a fun topic. So with the PlayStation 5 original, it's still a fantastic, very young console, and you can get it for a great price pre-owned. That is my main points with the original PlayStation 5. The PlayStation 5 Slim, however, you have something that's a bit more slimline, essentially. It's a bit smaller, will fit into a lot better places. It comes with a lot of great accessories, but less accessibility because you've only got 2 USB Type-C connections at the back, so you're limited to those Type-C connections. And then you got 2 Type-A connections for mainly the controllers at the front, but it definitely limits the amount of accessories that you can use with the PlayStation 5. But once you got them up and running, there's a lot of wireless and Bluetooth capable accessories with the PlayStation as well, so it's not necessarily that bad. Now with the PlayStation, there's other features. We've got customization of the body. It looks fantastic. It's definitely futuristic gameplay. We've got 4K capabilities, up to 8K. And we've got 120 frames per second with variable refresh rates. We've even got VR capabilities. We got PlayStation Link. We've got so many fantastic features, and I'm even singing it now, so that's awesome. I hope my analogy at the start of this video really helped you put things into perspective. How much are you going to be using this console? Overall, in Australia, it's going to be about $750 to $800, depending on which model you get with the packs. And breaking it down, okay, for the next 2 years or so, it'll be $350 to $400. Weekly, that goes to about, $7 to $10 a week. Daily, that breaks down to like $1 or $2 a day necessarily. So that's pretty good when you think about it. It's also like gym memberships. You break that down to other things. Just separating liabilities from assets. For me, this is an absolute asset and I absolutely love it. Every single day I can just talk about these consoles and it's my dream job. It's so much fun. So that's my general thoughts. I think the PlayStation 5 will suit a lot of people from any age group. You got a lot of various different games with the PlayStation Plus as well. We got free games for the kids. I've got a few cousins who have PlayStation 5s and they use a lot of the free games such as Fortnite and Rocket League and all that, while I use more the Spider-Man 2 games, Red Dead Redemption 2 for example as well. Other people are going to have different things for different experiences, and not to knock back the older consoles, like the PlayStation 4 is definitely still great cost affordable in today's market as well, if you just need a console as well. And also using the PlayStation 5 as a media engine is really good too. Like it has full Dolby Atmos 4K capabilities for the media as well. You can have apps inbuilt. You got two different menus because we've got the gaming menu and we've got the digital, and then we've got the media menu as well with a whole bunch of apps. You can connect your Netflix, Prime, all that, to the PlayStation 5 as well. So it's good as it's great as a media machine as well as a gaming machine as well. At the end of the day, no one's going to be sad that they've got a PlayStation 5. It just depends on how much you're using it, how much it's worth it for you. I think a lot of people who have purchased the PlayStation 5 have very much enjoyed the next gen gaming experience overall. Overall, that's sort of my thoughts and feelings about the PlayStation 5, and there's plenty more videos on my channel just talking about PlayStation 5, Xbox, and gaming itself. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.